Hi BookTube, it's Jenny Jables here. Um, yeah, so we've been doing this T.S. Eliot read along, um, and I'm really not liking T.S. Eliot at all. Um, yeah, so this video is not going to be about T.S. Eliot because I'm not having a good time with him at all. Um, but that's okay. We all don't have to love everything that we read, and I'm doing side quests where I find women who were contemporaries of T.S. Eliot and read their poetry. So you may have never heard of this woman, Marina Tsvetaeva, and so she was Russian and she was a contemporary of T.S. Eliot, um, but I don't think they ever met. Um, and I'm going to read one of her poems, and this is translated by Andrew Davis, and this poem is called Poem of the Mountain, and it has a quote in the beginning, a dedication, and then it's in 10 parts, and then there's an epilogue. So hopefully I can get through the whole thing without messing up a single word, which I sincerely doubt, but I'm gonna try my best because this is gonna be a long one, and I haven't done like a long poem yet here. So anyway, Poem of the Mountain by Marina Tsvetaeva. Beloved, do my words surprise you? Those who part all talk like drunks and love a good time. Holderlin. Dedication. Shocking, I know, but it's a mountain off my shoulders and a lift to my spirits. Let me sing of my morning, of my mountain, and I'll fill this black pit. Never, not now, not ever. Let me sing my morning from the mountain top. 1. That mountain was like the breast of a recruit felled by a shell. The mountain wanted virgin lips, the mountain demanded a wedding celebration. The ocean, in a cockle, suddenly burst out in hurrah! The mountain gave chase and did battle. That mountain was like thunder, a breast beat on by Titans. That last house on the mountain, on the way out of town, do you remember? That mountain was worlds. God charges dearly for a peaceful world. That mountain was the source of misery, that mountain over the city, too. Not Sinai, not Parnassus, a naked hill like a barracks, ready, aim, fire. Then why, to my eyes, the time not May but October, was that mountain paradise? 3. Like paradise, offered in my palm, don't touch it, it might burn. The mountain tripped us through its rutted slopes between our legs, as if with a Titan's great paws, and the branches of a bush. The mountain clutched our coat-tails, commanded us, stand still. Oh, far from your routine paradise, drafts on drafts on drafts. The mountain knocked us to the ground. It summoned us. Lie down. An attack of panic. What? You still don't get it? The mountain, like a Procurus. Here, it pointed. Holiness. 4. Pomegranate seed of Persephone. How to forget you in the winter frost? I remember lips like a parted shell, slightly opened to mine. Persephone, ruined by a seed, the stubborn crimson of your lips and your eyelashes serrated in the golden tooth of a star. 5. Not illusion, passion, not imagination, and not deception, just evanescence. And how in this world could we ever be in love like normal people? And when was it ever sensible or simple? Simply a hill, simply a mound. They say that by its thirst for the abyss, you take the measure of a mountain. In the thickets of brown heather, in the stricken islands of pine, height of delirium, beyond the limit of life. But now, take me, your, but the quiet delights of family, the babbling of baby chicks, alas, because in this world we were demigods of love. 6. The mountain mourned, and mountains mourn, with caustic clay at times of parting. The mountain mourned, the pigeon tenderness of our simple mornings. The mountain mourned our friendship, the indissoluble kinship of our lips. The mountain murmured that it only comes to each in proportion to their tears. Still the mountain mourned, as life's a gypsy camp, and all of it a market for the heart. Still the mountain mourned, at least he sent off Hagar with the child. Still it murmured, the demon spins, and there are no set figures in the game. The mountain murmured, we were mute, we left it to the mountain to decide. 7. The mountain mourned, it only ends in sadness. What now is blood and fire, the mountain murmured, it will not release us or let you go off with another. The mountain mourned, it only ends in smoke. What now is world is Rome. The mountain murmured, we'll both end up with others, and I don't envy them. The mountain mourned, the awful burden of a vow, too late to disavow. The mountain murmured of the ancient tension, the Gordian knot of duty and of passion. The mountain mourned our misery, tomorrow, not right away, when our foreheads no longer bear the brand, quite simply, of death. Tomorrow, when we understand the sound as if someone simply, well, was crying nearby. The mountain mourned, we must go down apart through all that filth. To life we know all there is to know. Rabble, market, barracks. Still it murmured, all poems of mountains are spelled out so. 8. Mount like a mound, hill like a hump of Atlas, groaning, Titan. A mound the toast of the town, sun up to sundown we shot the moon like a game of hearts. Passionate, we struggled not to be, as you'd respect a bear trap or the 12 apostles. Honor my sullen cave. I was a cave, pierced by waves. Do you remember the last move in that game on the way out of town? The mountain was worlds. The gods take vengeance on their likenesses. Misfortune had its origin on that mountain. That mountain was the tombstone of my grave. 9. Years will pass, and look, they will grind our graven mountain down to grave. They will overwhelm our mountain with dachas. They'll crowd it with a host of gardens. They say out here, outside the city, the air is pure and life is easy. So they'll begin to cut up little lots and dazzle with a thicket of new timbers the fence across my mountain passes, and all my valleys topsy-turvy, for someone somewhere has to be at home in happiness and bring happiness to the home, happiness in the home, to love without fantasy, without bursting a vein. You have to be a woman and sustain. There was, there was, when you came around, happiness in the home, to love, not cleaned up, not a separation, not like a knife. On the ruins of our happiness, a town will rise of husbands and wives, and in that blessed air, while you are still able, sin. There will be shopkeepers at leisure to chew over profits, to work out floor plans and entrances, that every spare bit find a home. After all, at least someone has to own a house blessed by a stork. 10. But under the weight of those foundations, the mountain will not forget its little games. They are wanton, they miss nothing. The mountain has mountains of time, and along the stubborn faults the summer folk, reaching out too late, will seize, not the little hill overgrown with families, but a crater stirred into a whirl. You can't constrain Vesuvius with vineyards. You can't tie down a giant with a thread. Enough. The madness of one single voice, that stirring as a lion stirs, the vineyards all begin to come undone, belching out a molten stream of hatred. Your daughters will be harlots, and poets your sons. You, daughter, whelp a bastard. You, son, get into it with gypsies, nor will you slake your thirst, you mortals, on my blood. Harder than a cornerstone, this curse, not like a condemned man's deathbed oath, nor will you find terrestrial happiness, you midges on my mountain. At an unknown moment, an unexpected time, you all will recognize as your entire tribe the exorbitant, the enormous mountain of the seventh commandment. Epilogue. There are gaps in memory, cataracts in the eyes, 7 veils. I can't picture you distinct from others, place of details, a white distress, without features, a pallid emptiness, complete, the soul replete with wounds, just one big wound. To mark the cuts with chalk is for a tailor or seamstress. The firmament is one whole heaven. Is the ocean just a crowd of waves without features, everything perfect in its place. Love is connection, not dissection. Raven haired or chestnut maned, he has eyes to see. Ask a neighbor. Should passion take things into bits? Am I a watchmaker or doctor? You're like a circle, whole and undivided, a whirlwind entire, a complete paralysis, and I can't think of you apart from love, an exact equivalence. In heaps of dreamy down, a waterfall, hills of foam, a new thing, strange to the ear, instead of I, a royal we. But then, in this cramped and destitute existence, life as it is and will be, I can't see you with another. Revenge of memory. Prague, the mountain, January 1st to February 1st, 1924. Right. Marina Tsvetaeva, translated by Andrew Davis. And there's Boomer over there. And she hasn't been doing so well lately. I'm waiting on some blood results, and I hope she will be okay, but she's got a lot of medical issues, so we'll see. Anyway, so I've been anxious all day, and just waiting to find out uh if she's gonna be all right. Anyway, thank you, BookTube. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.